Just a fair warning before I get started, I'm not actually angry, just pure disgusted. And here's my open views on everything. Greetings, my name is Cyrus from Rant Radio, and today I'm going to present to you the mother of all rants. Yes, a compilation of things I gotta complain about today, alright? And they're probably a culmination of things that I've had to rant about for a while, and should have been putting them on this channel, but I have not, and utterly failed to do so. Therefore, consider this a cram session. First off, America, what the hell is wrong with you? Seriously, you know, I mean, everybody is self-entitled, everybody wants instant gratification now, they want the maximum amount of good, you know, for doing absolutely nothing. Relationships don't seem to matter shit anymore, you know, because as soon as the bigger, better model comes on, woo, goes out the window, they're off to the next person, and, you know, you leave someone with a broken heart. You just got crazy things going on right now in this modern day and age. I mean, apparently there's now people going around and killing women because those women refuse to give their phone numbers. Sorry if she doesn't want evil, creepy stalker vibe from you. My apologies, but, you know, maybe you need to work on your approach if she's a little reluctant to give your number. Okay, so moving on from there, we got people who are trying to shoot and rob people for fried chicken. I understand Popeyes is good fried chicken, don't get me wrong, but that's messed up. It's messed up. Just leave the people alone. Go get your own fried chicken, panhandle or something, man. Don't make somebody else miserable for you to get fried food. Okay? The government is a joke right now. The president that we have... I'm a little too relaxed here. There we go. So the president we have is a joke. Nobody really takes him seriously. And can you really blame us? Seriously, what good has been done? Obamacare? Okay. You know, while we're on the subject of religion and politics, I might as well, you know, slam down the next bit of politics. What the hell is wrong with you people who are like... It's like, well, you know, this is how stupid a liberal is, or da-da-da-da-da, only liberals would do this. What makes you think those people are even liberal? Maybe they're just stupid. Stupid is a thing. You don't have to be a liberal to be stupid. Republicans are idiotic, Democrats are idiotic, liberals are idiotic, okay? You're gonna have one of each group. I don't believe in any of the parties, to be honest, because it's an outdated, draconic system that doesn't really apply to the modern day method of thinking and rule, okay? We're too lazy to actually govern our own country, okay? I had a cousin of mine actually ask me recently, he's like, maybe we should just get rid of all the government and, you know, go into, you know, supporting ourselves, and I'm like, personally, I think we're not ready to be a sovereign country to support ourselves, because that means we'd have to grow our own food, provide our own medication, provide our own method of ruling the country, taxes, and all that kind of stuff like that. We'd have to, you know, manage, you know, the judicial system. Everything would have to be reworked. And while I do agree the government needs to be torn down and rebuilt from the ground up with the new staff, you know, people who are not old, corrupt, and, you know, made with money, you know, let's get some people who have, like, nothing. You know, have them start ruling the country because they know what is going on. You know, people who have been at the bottom work their knuckles, you know, until they've got bloody knuckles. Okay, I got soft, girly hands, so I got no room to speak there, but you know who you are. And you people earn my respect. You people who work are the backbone of this country. Okay? Things about immigration. Okay, I understand that this country was founded on immigration, and I have respect for immigrants here who are here legally, or at least trying to speak the native language of this country, which is, regardless of what you think, is English. If you're coming to do here commerce, you're coming to work a job here in America, you start speaking to American people, you're gonna speak English. Okay? I don't care what your foreign language is. If I go to Taiwan, I'm expected to speak, you know, Mandarin, okay? I learned that firsthand being there 3 months. You know, yeah, I got told, yeah, there's plenty of people who speak English there. I probably met 10 people who speak English there the whole time I was there. Okay, you go to China, you're going to learn to speak Mandarin. You go to Russia, you're going to learn to speak Russian. It doesn't matter how many of those people actually do speak, you know, English. There's not everybody there is a native English speaker. You go to another country, you're going to learn the damn language. Okay? I got nothing against anybody who comes to this country, you know. I would normally say you're welcome to come here, but I'm going to tell you, right now it's a bad time to come here. If you're coming here, either your country's really messed up or you're just being dumb. Land of the free, land of the freedom. There are plenty of countries with freedom out there right now. Okay, less of them that have, you know, messed up governments like we have. Okay, we have developed the perfect form of slavery here in America. And that is, it is contracted slavery. We, the American people, agree to work for shitty wages so we can survive and get by because there are no other jobs willing to offer a better pay at that particular time and being. And we're under the hype that we, should be going to college in order to get a degree that is supposed to make us get more money and make us more qualified. But let me tell you, most of those people who get degrees really doesn't matter worth shit. It's basically just another scam to get your money. And if you don't pay up front or have a family who put away a nice reserve, you're going to end up getting hit with some really nasty student loans. And let me tell you, $67,000 at the low end. Okay, now if you went to a community college, more props to you. Don't go to profit colleges. They're all scams, they're all garbage. ITT, Westwood College, talking about you. Moving on. I really don't care for people's attitudes these days. There's no respect, there's no honor, there's no integrity, there's no chivalry. I mean, the few people who supposedly have these things, it's all for the motive of self. They're doing it because it benefits them, okay? And I don't like that. You're supposed to be doing things to help other people, to be nice. I understand we live in a crappy world where everybody's ungrateful, spoiled, and rotten right now, and you are not helping by being the same exact way. Just gonna throw that one out there, okay? And frankly, I miss people just going out and doing things to be nice and helping people. What's the last time you did something nice to help somebody? Ask yourself that. And not for your own instant gratification or to just feel, a swelling sense of pride that I did this today. I donated money to blah, 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 blah. Or I decided to help this person across the street because blah, 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 blah. I'm not talking about you trying to bloat your own ego or trying to sound like you're Mr. Goody Guy, because that doesn't mean crap. Do you do it on a regular basis? Do you go out and help people selflessly? I do, okay? Every chance I get, I'm trying to help somebody. Okay, and as much as I rant and complain about certain things, I usually am trying to make a difference in my world. I don't know what you are doing to make your world different, to try to improve the quality of life, but I'm always trying to bring smiles. Alright? I'm terrible at this YouTube thing. You're probably sitting here judging me, be like, oh, this guy's such a boring. Oh my god. Oh my god. Look at him, he's a neck beard. First off, motherfucker, it's not a neck beard, okay? It's called a chin curtain. Okay? There is no neck beard, alright? Okay, yeah, it's a little out of style. It's kind of Abraham Lincoln-ish, but I'm just trying this out. This is a temporary thing. I'm just trying to see if this thing even grows. Okay, a good real man apparently doesn't shave their beard according to internet culture, and then you're also not supposed to be a neck beard, so it's kind of like, don't grow a beard here. You're not allowed to have anything in this triangle wedge right here. But if you can grow facial hair, more power to you. Grow it scruffy, grow it thick, grow it good. My hair doesn't grow like that, so eat it. Twitter. As much as we use Twitter here on Rant Radio, I don't get it. Hashtag... I'm behind the times in the culture, okay? So, I mean, you all talk about cell phones and all that kind of garbage, and where is it? Where's my abomination? Yeah, well, anyhow, mine's not here. You all talk about smartphones, touchscreens, and all that. First off, I don't care for smartphones. They're made of fragile glass, whether it's made of Gorilla Glass or not. You drop that thing one time, you're done. The little phone I have is an old LG slide phone, and I have dropped it downstairs. It has fell in the toilet out of the back pocket and had to be sanitized, by the way. It has been stolen by my dogs and thoroughly buried, and he's a fast dog, trust me. Big yard, too. It has fell out of my shirt pocket into the deep freezer and been forgotten for several days because I didn't realize it fell out of my shirt pocket until I was already well at work, and I'm like, where'd it go? Where's my phone? And it has been through hell and back, and I pulled it up, dropped it in a bowl of rice, let it sit there and dry for a couple days, boom, phone worked fine. I also like the fact that I can put the phone up against my head and then not have to worry about my cheek hitting the end call button. Can't tell you how many times I've had to deal with people doing that. It's like, why'd you hang up on me? I didn't hang up on you, you dummy. You hung up on me. You put your cheek against that dang glass surface and blip. So that's why you see a lot of people, in Japan and whatnot, holding the phone like this. They're like, oh, mushy, mushy. They like keeping it like angled away from their cheek because they know better. They're not dumb. Quit being dumb with your smartphone. Okay, texting. Don't get it. Don't care for it. As they said in, the Boondocks, I honestly completely agree. There's no thing ever typed by anybody's thumbs has ever been important. Having a 144 character limit on me typing stuff, that just doesn't cut it with me. I am a long-winded person, as you can tell by this video, and probably many of my blogs that I post, which I'm waiting for my co-host to get done doing his. Speaking of which, I could probably use a new co-host, because mine's a little too busy. He and I have been wanting to collaborate on some projects, but we can't really think of anything, and we need some fresh ideas coming in. So, if you want to help contribute, please, by all means. Okay, I got a nice little pretty green screen here. I was trying to learn how to do that, but I got too busy between my job and everything like that, so... moving on. Yeah, okay. That's a weird effect, man. You get, like, both hands up. Ooh, everything gets darker. Okay, so after a nice little can of Spike here. What else we got in my shit list? Negative gamers. Let's go into the online gaming community. I don't play online games with you people anymore. You know why? Because everybody's got a toxic attitude. Whatever happened to just playing the game and having fun, but like, yeah, that's fun! I like games! And then now it's just like, shut the fuck up, dude, you're terrible! Oh, you only got tier 15? Shit. God, learn to fucking play, man. We're like on tier 20. Piece of shit, you know that? Don't even fucking run in my group. Or, you know, just anything like that. I don't know, I'm just using examples of, you know, random games here. What was it? Matchmaking and all that. You always get placed with some people, and then you got cheaters. You got the people who, you know, I don't mind if you cheat offline, you know, and cheat your ass off on, you know, as long as it doesn't affect the online gameplay, like as of recently Gauntlet. Gauntlet is the new thing I'm watching here, people cheating online or offline, and they inflate their gold because they're too lazy to be able to get their own gold because they want instant gratification to be able to buy all those non-existent little shiny, you know, digital items. And as a result, they have inflated the scoreboard to tremendous levels. And now when I play with my buddies, our scores are compared with theirs, which means that wonderful wall of stuff that fills up with gold and dead bodies, I don't get to see that. You know why? It's a tiny sliver. Because my measly 14 to 18,000 score doesn't amount to jack squat when you have Mr. 1,800,000,000, you know, 1,800,682,000,000, you know, sitting up there. You just kind of like, really? Scoreboards, forget them. You know, I don't really even care about leaderboards. I care more about the fact that I want to be able to enjoy my personal gratification from my efforts. I play my games to enjoy them, okay? I mean, if I do any form of cheating, it's usually for lulz, for, you know, maybe a video, you know, to have my friend laugh and maybe get some laughs, or maybe to get replay value out of a game I've played to death over, you know, over 50, 60 hours of, okay? But, you know, then there's people, you know, who, like, day one, you know, Double Dragon, you know, Neon comes out, and there's a guy who has every single achievement and has, like, record board things, and then he's like, it's like, well, you just bad at Double Dragon, I'm awesome at da-da-da. It's like, so I decided to Google him up. Oh, hey, look! You use that same name to go onto the cheat, the cheat engine board, and you were requesting Double Dragon codes for manipulating the time and score. I'm not stupid. Your name is easy to look up, you dummy. Okay? Oh, speaking of names that are easy to look up. Dating scams. I'm really sick of those damn things. I got bored, I decided to say, what the hey, I'll just go ahead and do the dating thing. So I decided to go on every bloody dating site that's ever been mentioned remotely credible, and most of them want to charge you. They always want to be like, oh, hey, you can make a free profile, you can, you know, like and favorite and send little flirts to people, but the moment you try to send a message or receive a message, you will have to pay. Yeah. And then, you know, what do you get? You get nothing. You get nothing. You get a bunch of fake-ass people using some pretty good-looking pictures, and the people who are real are really homely and undesirable. I mean, maybe there are a couple of real ones out there, but you get so lost in how many fake ones there are, and, you know, you can reverse image search those pictures and find out the sources of them, you know, and be like, oh, hey, look, you're using a picture of this celebrity from another country who, you know, is not you. Where's your Facebook profile? Where's your Twitter? Where's your real pictures, okay? And then Nigerian scammers. You're the fucking worst of them all. You're scum of the earth. You are absolute garbage to me. Okay? And why do I say that? Because A, you try to make me think that you're here in the United States. Okay. By using what? A New York phone, or what was it? It's a voice over IP fake phone number, which I can basically trace up and look up. I'm friends with the Justice Department here. All I gotta do is ask them and they can look, okay? So, okay, and not even that, you know, I could look it up on a computer if I really, you know, feel like lazy and inclined enough to do it myself. So, then you got local scammers in the United States, you know, who are like, oh, hey, well, you happen to be in this middle of nowhere town in the middle of nowhere, but I'm this state, half a country away, you know, but we're pretty close, so we can come visit. Like, okay, fine, come on down here. Stop sending me dumb messages. Get on over here. We'll meet up. Nope. Then they gotta send you the fake pictures. Then the Nigerians also have one really nasty habit. You know what? Eat it, Nigeria. I realize your country borders on two different levels. Ultra piss poor and sucky shit-tastic, and then the ultra rich who want to have nothing to do with you. I understand these two extremes, and then you have the internet hub center somewhere in that mess where all of you scumbags hang out. If I had my choice, I would send you the nastiest, most disgusting viral bomb and wipe out your entire country to do you all a favor. You can't find women online. Forget it. I don't believe in it. 4 years. 4 years and I've tried. I've made all kinds of different profiles. I've had a couple female friends of mine make me profiles, and it just doesn't work. Okay, I mean, it may work for some people, but all I get is 14, 15 Nigerian scammers a day. I go through them, I track their IP addresses, I reverse image search their pictures. You know, I realize that every time when they type you a message, it's usually copy-paste bullshit that they randomize just slightly enough, you know, to where you can Google it up and see, you know, what the formula is. You know, you can copy up their emails and drop it into the, you know, Google search bar. It will look it up. Then there's the ones who don't seem to like the word I. So they'd be like, am 16, da, 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 you know, or am 32, or whatever they say they are. They, instead of going, I am an educated lady, you know, from Florida State University. No, they're like, am educated lady. All Nigerian scammers tend to do that. Watching you. Moving on, before I end up blowing up the country of Nigeria out of laughs. In general, identity theft. What is up with you people? What, are you so desperate and so fucking destitute you gotta turn around? Okay, there's the first F-bomb. Are you so destitute that you gotta end up going and stealing somebody else's identity? Or you just do it because you think you can? You know, these are people, you know, most of the people you steal identities from are usually the people who have nothing to begin with. You know, if you stole from like a decent middle-class person or upper-class person, I'd probably not even bat an eye. But, you know, I see people who are like absolute dirt poor, destitute, you know, and they don't really have anything to offer, and then you're stealing money from them, or, you know, stealing their identity, or stealing their profiles in video games, or whatever. Why? Just why? I understand why, but if you wanted to steal money, wouldn't it be better to steal it from the people who have it? Not people who have maxed out credit cards, student loan debts, you know, falling apart houses that need maintenance, people who can barely afford to keep food in their fridge, or they spend all of their food stamps on food to get in the fridge and have nothing else, you know. Or, you know, the people who live in the absolute slums of the ghetto and they, you know, they may need that money to survive. These are people you don't want to take money from. You know why? Because if given the option and the way to find you, they will come for you. They will find a way to get you. And they will end you. I know I would. I'm not middle class. I'm probably in the lower class area. I mean, most people don't even know I exist on the internet. And you know what? Is my identity worth stealing? Hell no. Hell no, you don't want to steal anything from me. One, I'm not stupid. I'll find you and I'll nuke you. Okay, and I have done it already before, so don't try me. Two is the fact that I have God knows how many dollars in student loan debt just kind of sitting there, just waiting for me to pay it off. And do I have the money to pay for it? No. I barely have the money to keep the internet on here. Okay, and, you know, the internet out here is god-awful expensive because I'm in the middle of nowhere. And so I have to have help. And it's not like, oh, well, how much could internet possibly be? Your internet's probably only like $50, $60. Yeah, try more like in the $149, $189 range. Yeah, and it's not even that great. Okay, moving on. Oh, who to attack next? Oh, yes. Profile stealers on, say, something like video game accounts, like, what was it, like Xbox Live, PlayStation Network, and all that. I mean, what do you hope to gain? I mean, you know, if you commit fraud charges and whatnot, make a bunch of charges, the bank will ultimately track you down on those fraud charges, and then you'll get a wonderful lawsuit. You know, there's little things called IP addresses. They are connected to those. There's wonderful things as console IDs and bans and stuff like that. I don't understand why the risk would be worth it. What, to get a couple games you can play temporarily until the bank comes down and sues you for God knows how many dollars in fraud? Yeah, the people who do get away with the stuff, I do admit that, but then there are people who not. Speaking of fraud and identification issues, swatting. What's up with that? I don't understand the funniness or humor of a guy just minding his own business doing a live stream or whatever, and then you're just kind of like, oh, hey, I spoofed his phone number, and I said there was a bomb at that house, and the SWAT team came in. It was so funny! Until the police have already tracked down your phone number in their process of getting a cross-state paperwork done to sue you for damages, liability, and potential, you know, trauma. So, yeah, not funny. Not funny at all. Okay. So then we're talking about, what do we got next on my rant list? Oh, I'm sure I can find something to rant about. I've got plenty on my list. I'm just trying to find out which one I should do next. Oh, DLC. I want to rant about DLC. I am so sick of seeing a game come out, and then there being DLC that comes out that has all the good stuff you actually want in it. Like the stuff that should have been in the primary game. DLC should be optional shit that doesn't really contribute anything to the game but may add content to the game. You know, we used to have a little thing called expansion packs, okay? And, I don't know, like Shadow of Mordor. Looks like a pretty good game. Haven't played it myself. Probably won't. And the reasoning for that is, A, I've got a library of games backed up on Steam I could flood and crush myself with. And a lot of those games are now being uploaded on a channel known as Top Tier, and not to be confused with Top Tier Gaming, and which I need to probably flush out, add an image to, and all that. I'll get on that as soon as possible. Then I got a tablet designed to work on for a tablet case. Then the fact that I don't like the idea that the big bad in the game, aka Mordor's own Sauron, is not in there. You know, it's actually DLC, and the One Ring, the only way you can actually attain the One Ring is to download a DLC/season pass where you play as, like, the new King of the Elves who has the ring, who goes and fights against Sauron. Don't you think that would be, like, an epic climax to actually put into the game towards the end? Don't know. I miss having my games complete when I buy them. I mean, I used to go down, I used to buy a game, and, you know, pick up the CD case, DVD case, cartridge, or whatever have you, and the whole game would be there. That's it. One self-enclosed game, start to finish, you had it all. As a matter of fact, you want to know what my favorite game is? My still favorite game to this date is Chrono Trigger. Why? Well, let's see. It had a pretty decent soundtrack given its day and age it was created. The graphics look alright. The music score is amazing. The fact that it's still kind of an open world environment for you to explore, so you can go to all different parts of the world and go check things out. The fact you could time travel, and whatever you time traveled and altered actually affected the different time periods, you know, respectively. So that was kind of cool. 11 different endings. And now they added cutscenes to the game, and then they made a revamped version of the game that had extra dungeons / extra content to it that contributed more to it. which makes it now the definitive version of Chrono Trigger, which I will be doing a review on here in the near future. And it was just polished from beginning to end. And the only game I thought that really had that kind of polish in it beginning to end as far as RPGs go would probably be the Star Ocean series, namely 1 and 2. I didn't play Eternal Blue or whatever, so yeah. What else do we got? Trying to think. Yeah, I think I'm gonna stop there for a moment and recollect myself. Processed foods. High fructose corn syrup, MSG, what was it? Sodium benzoate and some other bullshit. All that stuff terrible for you. And it seems to be in everything these days. We're living in a country full of fat people because we got so much stress, we eat. And, you know, we have nothing else to really do. I don't know what the excuse is of why people eat a whole lot. Honestly, if there's two things I wish I could do without, it's food and sleep. Food is awesome, don't get me wrong. Culinary arts has been under my belt for over 16 years, and I love making a good meal and making people smile. But I really don't find it something that I would like to keep doing. Okay? And I just want to be able to eat food, enjoy it, and not have to worry about putting on pudge. You know what I'm saying? Okay, and, you know, exercise, there's so much exercise required just to burn off a little bit of pudge. And, you know, I got nothing against exercise, so it's cool, it's cool. But the processed foods and all that, where's the whole foods? The few whole foods that exist, they cost a small fortune because they're the only things left pure, because in the name of cheap mass production, and yes, I live in farmland here at the moment, so yes, I see how it goes from start to finish. And I have respect for the farmers, but I don't really know about the whole process of how things get done these days. Evolutionist versus creationist. Okay? Who cares? We're here. How we got here is not relevant. It really is not. Okay? Do I believe in God? I'm gonna say yes. And only because of just the fact that I have firsthand experienced. And that's a fun story for another time. And I'm kind of what you call a logistic person. If I don't see it and I can't prove it exists or can't disprove it exists, I don't believe it. But I've had my experience that made me believe. Okay, and most logistical person are like that. You know, Morgan Freeman, George Carlin, Carl Sagan, Stephen Hawking, and, you know, many other different people. So that happens. Evolution. Do I honestly believe humans evolved from monkeys? While we share some traits in common with monkeys, we still seem to be on a whole separate tier. And aside from developing antibodies and everything like that against most viruses out there, we haven't really changed much since, you know, our inception. So I want to believe that there was something that came along and changed it or created us from, you know, from whatever strain of DNA was available on this planet. Like, almost like we were created for a different purpose, and then after it's done, okay, like, I don't know, I almost want to give some credibility to the whole idea of aliens coming down, wanting to use primates that were, like, modified to be smart enough, you know, to do what they want, to come here to mine gold, aka the lost city of Atlantis. Now we're getting crazy stuff. We're getting loo. But, you know, if you want to believe in the lost city of Atlantis, if I were to give some theorizing there, I would say the lost city of Atlantis and El Dorado were actually real places, and that we were basically designed to basically harvest the gold. That's why we have such a strong affinity for gold, because it's, you know, it's programmed into us genetically. And hold up. Okay, there we go. And basically, once we got enough gold in one spot, whatever being or, you know, alien or God or whatever had us collect up all that gold in one place, they basically took it and it's gone. So that's why we have no El Dorado and we have no Lost City of Atlantis, because they were supposedly made with golden walls and had lots of gold and all that. So well, let's think of why an alien would want, or, you know, some being would want gold. It doesn't tarnish, it's non-corrosive, it's inert and immune to a lot of substances, including, otherworldly substances. What was it? It's a great conductor of electricity and several other things. It can be broken down with aqua regia and reconstituted back into its pure form. And it's gold. It's awesome. It's an awesome material. So I could see where, something like that happened. Moving on. This is crazy babble talk. I'd be happy to talk to somebody about my theories there sometime. Dragons. Do I believe dragons existed at one point? Yes, I do. And I believe the reason why there's no proof of dragons is because they existed between realities and basically fed off of ethereal energy, and basically that energy here in our world, or what we like to call magic, is what kept them solid. And I'm losing credibility here, trust me. And without the ability to constitute themselves from this, this energy that they fed upon, they basically, when they passed away from it, lack of, or didn't have enough, they basically phased back into their reality. I believe that there are things that are beyond our comprehension of truly understanding. And dragons are one of them, ghosts are another. I don't know about Bigfoot, but it's if you want to believe in Bigfoot, more power to you. Why do I want to believe in dragons? Because they're in every single bloody culture. And the fact that, I'm not even going to go there. Go on. Moving on. I'm gonna have people be like, this guy's batshit insane. I'm not batshit insane, okay? I try to keep a level head on things, and I like to try to figure a theory for everything, whether it be real or fake. So I give everything the benefit of the doubt until I see it's been completely disproven. And not disproven. Just more like, where, What else do we got? Trying to think. I think that'll do for right now. Racism. Passive-aggressive racism. People like to say racism, is an all-time low. No, racism's pretty high these days, okay? I'm in a multicultural, group here at Rant Radio, and, I've got my co-host, Josh. He happens to be half Japanese, half American. I have Jason, our chocolate American, as I like to call him. we don't use African American here. It just doesn't flow as well. So chocolate sounds more fun, anyways. Everybody loves a little bit of chocolate. We have his wife, who happens to be Hispanic, American, and we're pretty rich around here. And me, I'm a mutt. I'm a Heinz 57. I'm a combination of things. So I don't even know what the heck full I am. And my family tree is just so all over the place. But I notice in the workplace, in a lot of places, employment, government, out in public, there's a passive-aggressive stigma that still comes around things. It's usually perpetuated by stereotypes that a lot of the negative sides of our cultures respectively have. White people are trash, they're negative, they're, they think they're above other people, and many times they're condescending, self-righteous, arrogant fucks. There's another bomb. And, white is a race. Caucasian is a race. Okay, so if you hate white people, you're probably racist. Okay, there ain't no probably about it, but I was just trying to say you're probably racist. Okay, and I do believe in a thing as reverse racist, where you try to play the patsy, or the victim of, racism when it isn't necessarily racism. It's just you're kind of an ass, or you're kind of an unpleasant person, you're an undesirable, I don't want to have anything to do with you. There are people like that, okay? If you are being undesirable, I don't care what skin color you have, you are going to be go shoo. You're gonna get that. And it has nothing to do with your skin color, it has nothing to do with your ethnic background, it's just the fact that your personality is just bad news. They don't want nothing to do with it. Or the cases. There is racism. And it's more subdued than it's ever been. It's not gone. It's just subdued. Instead of being direct racism, where they just got call you stuff and get up in your face about it, now it's just kind of I don't want to have anything to do with him. I don't like these kind of people because this stereotype or this stigma or this bullshit reason. And I can't believe how much we hear that, these days. And why does skin color matter? It doesn't. Skin color doesn't matter. You know, you're associating a negative stigma with the skin color, and the reason why is because you've seen other people with this skin color do these negative actions that you don't approve of. And that's what it is. Stigmas are perpetuated by stereotypes. People doing negative behaviors that seem to be more apparent or more common based off of this culture, you know, or, you know, this skin color. And you know what I say to that? Stop it. Be more open-minded. Stop being a myopic bigot, okay? I mean, I don't care where you come from in the world or what kind of accent you have or what kind of, you know, thing you got. I don't care if you're Muslim, Christian, weird, or, you know, or cannibal or whatever. You know, you have an open view with me, okay? I may make a couple jokes at your expense, but I make jokes at my expense. I'm an equal opportunity poker. I poke badgers with spoons, okay? And I love poking badgers with spoons. Okay. With that said, I think 35 minutes is enough of my bullshit for you to handle for right now. So, with that in mind, this has been the Mother of All Rants Part 1. And I will eventually follow the Mother of All Rants with a Part 2. But let's give this a recess for right now. I have plenty more, but you're not going to sit here and watch more than 5 minutes of this video. I already know it. So, once again, this is Cyrus. I thank you for watching Rant Radio. Have a great afternoon, and enjoy my rant. And America, fix your shit. I want this country fixed. I don't want to have to raise a kid in this country, you know, when it's gonna be negative, narcissistic, violent, you know, crazy nut job people on the streets. I don't fear a damn thing, but I do fear what kind of world I'm gonna have to raise my future child into. Okay, so fix that. Make a community. Help each other. Try to destroy all negative stigmas and stereotypes. Help a person out when they're in need. You know, be supportive. Oh, you disgust me so much. Cyrus, out.